A howdy and a howdy, I'm Madam Becca. If I'm on your feed, pay attention. So, um, doing something a little different. I've got three cards from three different decks. First deck is going to be Crow Tarot. Second deck is going to be the Oracle of the Seven Energies. And the third deck is the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians deck. So, our first card is Strength. Strength. All right. So, I'm going to read this out and kind of hopefully bring up the cards as I do it. And I might add a little something as I go. So, strength. So often we associate strength with violence, but that is not what this card is about. This is strength that comes from an inner peace where we have learned to quiet our fears. If you can face the trials ahead of you from a place of peace and stillness, where the gibbering of your demons cannot reach you, then you will find a confidence that will see you through to the other side. All right. Now, how do we do this? You need to leave yourself open to discovery. Let people discover you, discover other people, discover new information. What does this even mean? You need to keep your mind open, examine your assumptions, check that you aren't running on some sort of autopilot in the situations. Try to be as present as you can be for yourself, if no one else. Why? Well, you need to treat yourself to some self love. Aphrodite is here to remind you that you are eternally loved. All right. But you need to treat yourself to some self love. And I'm not talking about like rubbing one out. Okay. I'm not. Um, you need uh, to quiet your fears and reopen your mind and heart where you may have closed yourself off. You need to try to find it in your heart to forgive yourself. You have to find it in your heart to love yourself. Even what you might consider to be the nasty bits of yourself, you need to love those parts too. They serve a purpose, okay? All those inner voices that like to tell you that, how horrible you are or how much you suck, well, combat them with some love instead of yelling back at them or giving into them. And understand, this is a lot easier said than done, all right? As someone who has historically hated themselves, it's a radical act to start shifting towards self love. Um, and there's help out there for you. Okay, some of that might be therapy if you can afford it or are inclined to that. Some of it might be spirituality of some sort, whatever your subscription service, maybe consult that. But what you need to do is some of it will be connecting with and from with others and learning from them and them learning from you. So part of that is you have to leave yourself open to discovery again. And you have to be open to being discovered. And again, part of that is loving yourself enough to put yourself out there. All right. Again, hard stuff. So the path ahead is hard. The path ahead will be an adventure. You, you are worth the work. Okay? You are worth the work ahead. You have this strength already. You just have to learn how to tap into it. So remember, even though the path is hard, you are worth it and you're worth having an adventure with. Good luck.